Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to another GBO2 video. Today we've got the Gaza E. I've got mine painted up to look like a blue jay. It's a blue jay color because I think this thing looks like a bird. Particularly when you're looking at it from behind, it really has a very bird quality to it, I think. But anyways, Gaza E is a support type, comes in at 400. I'm not quite sure what point range we're doing today. We'll figure that out. It's fine. But it is a nifty support type. As you can see, it flies. It's, super far from the first thing that they've added to the game that can fly around. But, I love flight regardless. Flight is fun. This thing is very mobile for support. So it has... I think... Yeah, so all of its weapons it can use while moving around, as you can see from that too, just like everything you're seeing right now. It doesn't have like any charge or anything. It doesn't have anything that requires it to stop to fire, so it can just move a lot. It is very mobile for support, and it just makes it really, really interesting. I'm not used to having that much mobility on a support typically. It just makes it fun. I don't remember if this is right. I might be mistaken on this, but I want to say one of its missiles also tracks to the camera. We'll probably see that in action if that's the case. I think I might be mistaken about that, though. I might have been using something... Oh, and I totally forgot. It has a fantastic downswing. Now, I believe it does not have balancers on it, but that downswing has such good travel, you can still do some pretty interesting combat maneuvers like that with it anyway. You don't have to boost in. That's it. It's not kitted for melee. So, while it can do more melee stuff than you would normally expect from a support, it is still not a melee support. There are different supports for that, namely the White Rider. And, of course, the G-Line full custom. But, I digress. This is the Gaza E, not the G-Line. Obviously one of the many Gaza suits, of which I actually don't know the development history of, come to think of it. I was going to say something about it, but Gaza, I want to say show up... What is it? It's the Zeta or Double Zeta or something they originally appear in. This is actually one of those points where my knowledge is actually lacking a little bit. Let me see here real quick. Zeta Gundam. Yeah, the Gaza line originally pops up in Zeta Gundam. And that's all I can tell you because, I didn't finish Zeta Gundam. I'm still working on it. Zeta Gundam's fantastic, though, so I highly recommend it. Probably talked about this before as well. But you can see there me using the flight to help get myself up to where my allies are actually fighting so I can give proper support. Pumped out at least a decent bit of damage in the process. We managed to get that kill with the missiles, which is awesome. Missed with the beam gun. That's less awesome. Clipped the side of the building with that, too. That's frustrating. But we're currently in a sticky spot of not having line of sight on everything, but also not wanting to push too far out. Thankfully, he decided to come out to us, and we proceeded to absolutely flub any attack we could possibly make. What were we thinking? Thankfully, everything's stunned, so as soon as we hit with one thing, it helps set up everything else pretty easily. But they're kind of creating a choke point there, and we've got a raid behind us, which is not ideal at all. I am getting some decent use for that melee downswing, though, so I'm happy we at least get to see it a bunch. Unfortunately, since he stunned us here, I think... No? Well, he's going to hit us now for sure. Yep, there it is. That's the problem of running out of boost. Or, I guess, failing to... Well, yeah, running out of boost, but more specifically, failing our tackle really poorly. Yeah, it's always a bad day when that happens. But we're gonna have to spawn back in here now. It's like somebody else got a kill in the interim. There we go. Someone's telling everybody to bunch up. don't actually disagree with that at all. Bunching up is a very good idea. I feel like we're okay here? Yeah, so we're all still above ground together. We're not exactly super clunched up, but so long as we can all provide, like, covering fire for each other, I feel like you don't have to be, like, right next to each other. Ooh, we see here, he looks like he probably ran out of boost, too. The same unfortunate scenario, and there's that downswing doing work once more. I really am very happy to be showing off the downswing as much as I am here. I kind of didn't expect me to. Using a support, you usually don't want to get that close in the first place, for the most part, anyway. So, we are in an unfortunate scenario of having the raid right there, but once again landing that downswing again. Kind of pushed way too far out, if we're going to be completely honest. You see where my team is right there? They're behind me right now. That is not ideal at all. Looks like, who's it saying to move up? Well, one of them's saying to move up. Now he's saying to drop back. Ah, well. More importantly, we got two guys right there who can actually help us. One of them is the other support, though. Looks like number 3 is getting himself a little bit way too pushed forward. Looks like we're coming in to try to do something to back him up. Unfortunately, we're face first with a raid again. Looks like they must have 2 different raids on their team. That is... it's a Zaku. I don't remember which Zaku type that is, unfortunately. It's the one with the big Heat Hawk. Heat Tomahawk? I don't remember what they called that one. It has 2 blades on it, and it's cool. That's the important part. Oh, Desert Zaku. I should have been able to figure that one out. The Desert Zaku. I don't really use the Desert Zaku. I should fix that. It's neat. It has a double-bladed Heat Hawk, and that's cool. We are once again waiting for the Blue Jay to take flight again. Dropping back in. Ooh, there is a wealth of low-health targets right there. If we can, you know, give barrages while they're not invulnerable. That would be step 1 in actually securing those kills. Well, at least they got him. We're going to stay up here and fail to provide covering fire, it looks like. I forgot about that. That's the one it has. It doesn't have the tracking missiles. It has the missiles that do, like, continuous damage in a location. Continuous AoE damage. Those are fascinating. They're on a couple other mobile suits. I don't feel like I've done super good with them, but it's an interesting weapon regardless. And you can see I'm throwing them down right now. So you see those little the explosion clusters like that? And they're all over the place now, actually. Yeah, those do continuous damage in those locations. It's really interesting. I just wish I could say I've done better with them than I have. You can see that guy back there is low health, and we did manage to get one of those missiles to hit him. So, got that last-minute kill with them. That is always a satisfying feeling. But yeah, we won. I just noticed it has these funny, tiny little hands, too. I actually didn't notice that before. But yeah, I think overall I did pretty good with this one this round. So I'm happy to be able to show that off, show off some of the capabilities of this thing, particularly having that nice downswing. I'm going to keep bringing that up. You know what it also has? I just noticed it has, well, I didn't just notice, I re-noticed, I should say. It's got like a Rick Diaz head on there. It kind of looks like the Rick Diaz head, which is always a really cool head unit. I like that camera configuration, whatnot. It just looks cool. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. That's going to do it for today, and I will see you guys next time.